Hey guys, welcome back into another video on the FBTC Rugby channel. And we are back here for another day. As you can see now, round 6 premiership predictions. Unfortunately, we won't have the Saints derby. I plan to have a video with a special guest, Saints fan, but unfortunately, because of the game cancel, I said we'll cut it off. So, will that be later on in the season for Tiger Saints at Wells Road? That will be the preview with him. Will be on later on in the season. Guys, we'll get straight into it. We're going to be looking at this game Friday night. I changed my mind, but we need to do. So I thought which one would be more entertaining. I thought Chiefs Bristol would be more intense. So that's what I'm giving you guys tomorrow. 4:20 back on the channel. The link is in the description. Come and watch the game. First game we're going to look at teams wise is this there. So this Bath team: number 1 Abano, 2 Dunn, 3 Stewart, 4 McAnally, 5 Yules, 6 Falatau, 7 Underhill, 8 Mercer, 9 Spencer, 10 Priestland, 12 Red Power, 13 Joseph, 11 McConaughey, 14 Watson, 15 de Glanville. On the bench, 16 Walker, 17 Showman, 18 Judge, 19 Stoke, 20 Bailey, 21 Will Churley, 22 Josh Matterface, and 23 Hamweb. Good to see. Interesting to see they're doing the Falatau, Underhill, and Zach Mercer again. Seeing how that works. Good to see Ben Spencer. I think they got to a lead last week and thought we're going to run away with this. Maybe the old Leicester, maybe. That may have happened. But this is a new Leicester, a winning mentality, according to Jasper Weiser. This is what you got to expect. You can't let this, and that's the mindset of this team. I think it's a very interesting team, but we're going to look at this Bath. I think, I'm happy to see Tom de Glanville because I think he just brings a bit more spark at the back. Overall, I think it's quite a strong team, but I think they're a bit weaker on the bench this week. We're going to go and look at this. Now, Wasps team. So look at this Wasps team now. 15 Lima Sopper, 14 Dubber, 13 De Jong, 12 Laborto, 11 Bassett, 10 Umanga, 9 Robson, 1 West, 2 Cruz, 3 Brooks, 4 Captain Launchby, 5 Will Rowland, 6 Gaskell, 7 Young, 8 Jack Willis. Interesting to see. 16 Taylor, 17 McIntyre, 18 Tamala, coming back is number 19 Brad Shields, 20 Tom Willis, 21 Will Porter, 22 Jimmy Goff, and 23 Marcus Watson. Interesting. Glad to see Lima again. Unfortunately, wasn't in my team of the week, but I just think Freddie Shaw was amazing on Sunday against Bath. I think interesting to see they're going with Gaskell, Young, and Willis, having Jack Willis at 8. On the bench, good to see Brad Shields back and good to see Marcus Watson back. Let me know what you think and what I think the score will be. I do think it's going to be tight. Let me know who you do think is going to win out the Bath versus. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. We are back for a live stream for Exeter Chiefs versus Bristol Bears. First 30 seconds. It's going to be a firecracker. We're going to look at, I think, the score. I think it'll be tight. But Wasps will edge it, unfortunately. I do want Bath to. I think it'll be very close, but I do think Wasps will edge it. I do think Bath will 18 and Wasps 26. I do think they'll be 8 points short, but I do think Wasps will come. I think they're just flair. Leicester aren't the most attacking team, and I saw this just off thing in stats. Bath, not defensively, haven't been that good this year. They've got to improve defensively, especially like an attacking team. They scored 34 points against Exeter Chiefs. Not many teams have scored 34 points. You've got to look at that. I think they've looked really good, and I think Bath will just attacking this don't look the best. Defensively, don't. But I still think they'll get a try, and they'll try penalties. I do think they'll have physicality with Wasps, and I do think they're going to win it. I do think Wasps will win it. I just think it'll be a bit too far game for Bath Rugby. We're going to now look into the second game of the evening at 8 o'clock tonight. We're looking at this Sale team now. 15 Sam James, 14 Roebuck, 13 Robert Trippier, 12 Hill, 11 Yard, 10 McGinty. 9 de Klerk, 1 again is in Rod, 2 Van der Merwe, 3 Station, 4 Cobus Weezer, 5 Jean Paul Dupree, 6 Captain Ross, 7 Tom Curry. Because of the banter, Dan Dupree, glad to see Beaumont back inside our first start, I think, in 18 months. I'm very happy for him. 16 Langdon, 17 Morozov, 18 Cooper Willie, 19 Phillips, 20 Dugda, 21 Clef, 22 Luke James, 23 McGoon. Changes are obviously, I just mentioned Beaumont, Josh Beaumont coming in at 8. Good to see Weezer there, and it's an interesting selection again. I think they should be playing Luke James at 15, Rob Dupree on the bench with Sam James 30. I just don't like that combination there, but good to see. Let me know what you think in the comments. Very strong sale pack. I do think they'll fall out the top 4 this weekend. I think they'll fall out. If it's not weekend, it'll be the next Premiership game. I don't see them staying in top 4 with this. What I think, and then we're going to look at this Worcester team now. So this Worcester team: 15 Pennell, 14 Fretherton, 13 Ollie Morris, 10 Beck, 9 David, 10 Weir, 9 Hugard, 1 Waller, 2 Anot, 3 Skinnett, 4 Breezler, 5 Clegg, 6 Captain Ted Hill, I really like him, 7 Coveted, 8 Man. Can I just give a mass mention? I love what Ted Hill said in this interview this week. Well, I love looking at social media to hear what the fans think we have a good performance, and I love that. I think more players should do that. Quite a few players, but they won't say it. 16 Miller, 17 Thomas, 18 Paraffin, 19 Millick, 20 Dupree, 21 Lewis, 22 Simpson, 20 Fisher. I do think good to see Hill. I think that'll be a strong back row. Interesting sell dropped out, and they're going a 6-2 French with Weir starting. I think Weir and Hugo are off. And I do think Beck, interesting to see. What I think it's got, I do think for your Worcester fans, I do think I think tonight's really going to click. We're recording on Friday again. I think they're really going to click for sale. I do think it's really going to click for this time. 30 sale, 14 Worcester. I think it's going to be quite convincing tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. More Premiership content. Hopefully get the European goes ahead next week. We don't know at this current stage in doing it. I do think I'll have some more live streams next week for watch-alongs, and we'll be doing some previews. Let me know what you think. Team of the week out on Sunday, guys. Give a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Make sure you follow the socials as well. We're going to look on to this next game now on a 2 o'clock kickoff. Would have been next to Bristol, but due to the Leicester Tigers Northampton today's cancellation, it's going to be Newcastle Falcons versus Newcastle Falcons. And this team is 15 Penny, 14 Radburn, 13 Orlando, 12 Flood, 11 Simpson, 10 Collin, 9 Stewart, 1 Davison, 2 Blair, 3 Miller Polar, 4 Patterson, 5 Views, 6 Robinson, 7 Wilson, 8 Gary Graham, 16 McGuigan, 17 Brocklebank, 18 Tapper, 19 Barry, 20 Vandervoort, 21 Shawlaw, 22 Joel Hodgson, and 23 George Woolcock. Great to see. It's interesting to see no Luther Brow, but Flood and Orlando coming in there. With Sam, it's good to see Sam Stewart starting then, and good to see Gary Graham back on that side with having that line out, and then Mark Wilson off the 7. I think Gary Graham, that really strong player. We're going to now look at this Gloucester team. Gloucester. So this Gloucester team, 15 Carmel, good to see him signing a new contract, 14 Rees-Mount, 13 Atkinson, 13 Harris, 12 Atkinson, 11 May, 10 Lloyd Evans, 9 Joe Simpson, 1 Valpar Ruskin, 2 Hanson, 3 Balmain, 4 Garvey, 5 Alamel, 6 Craig, 7 Ludlow, 8 Ackerman, 16 Henry Walker, 17 Alex Seville, 18 Jamal Fort Robin, 19 Gibson, 27 Ted, 21 Charlie Jepson, 22 Billy 12 Shoes, and 23 Samuel Kaderus. After disappointing, I think a very disappointing game for both sides. I think Newcastle didn't play well. They want to bounce back. Gloucester didn't play well. They want to bounce back. What I think the score is going to be, I think I don't think they'll get fun. They've got quite a few penalties, but I think Newcastle Falcons will get 25 to Gloucester Rugby 16. I don't think Gloucester could be in real trouble if they don't start picking some wins up together, because Worcester get some results. The pressure, Irish get results. They're just starting to lose. Worcester, they've got to put the pressure on. I think Worcester and Gloucester are equal favourites to go down now, because they look, I couldn't say, but I think those two at the moment, as we're in round 6, they look the favourites to go down. I do think, and it's a bit worried because Leicester are on 50 and Worcester they'll be on 6. They'll be on 6 points, 9-point difference. But I do think Newcastle will they're nearly physically run into a very physical Bristol pack. But I do think they'll overrun. I don't think Gloucester are brilliant. I don't think Sale been brilliant. But I do think Newcastle will come away and will get the 4 points. Don't think they'll get bonus points right there. We're going to now look on to the next game. My live stream one we are doing in the live stream today, so we're going to get into it. 1 Hepburn, 2 Karen Dickey, 3 Harry Williams, 4 Whitty, 5 Johnny Hill, 6 Ewers, 7 Arm and 8 Simmons, 9 Head over Klein, 10 Joe Simmons, 11 Whitton, 12 Devoted, 13 Slade, 14 Woodburn, 15 Walsh, 16 Yandel, 7 Kenny, 18 France, 19 Price, 20 Skinner, 21 Sammy Order, 22 Jack Bowl, Corey Baldwin, and 23 James Short. Interesting to see. I think the front row, I think there's quite a few players out. I think due to the COVID and injuries. I think Kirsten's out. Quite a few players are out. So no Kirsten would start at 7. There's no Johnny Gray. There's no Jack Meander there. There's no Hockey there because of injury. And there's no O'Flaherty. And a quite weak bench with James Short, Corey Brown and Sam Meander. I think not the strongest backline bench. Now we're going to look at this Bristol team. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So, ready. 15 Charles Pertown, 14 Luke Morham, 13 Samuel Drager, 12 Pierce O'Connor, 11 Sevin Navula, 9 Harry Randall, 1 Jake Woolmore, 2 Brian Bryan, 3 Carl St. Clair, 4 Dave Atwood, 5 Joe Joy, 6 Captain Stephen Lewis, 7 Ben O, 8 Nathan Hughes, 16 Capon, 17 Jan Thomas, 18 FO, and 19 Dunn, 20 Dan Thomas, 21 Urin, 22 Lloyd, and 23 Leyu. I think changes are coming. Morahan comes in for Owen Lloyd. I see coming in, and for Dan Thomas, and then Heenan drops out 23. It'll be a very strong Bristol team. I think they've got most of their players there that would play, I think. I don't think they're missing out on Thacker. I think they're missing out on a couple of players, but no one in many juice. Interesting to. I think it'll be very good. I think it's going to be tight. I do think just because of that loss, I did think if they hadn't lost that last weekend, I think we might have seen a different result. Personally, I just think that's what would have happened. You'd be surprised, and I think. I think it'll be a score. I think very tight. I think Chiefs will get the bonus point, and Bristol will get a losing, but I think it'll be Exeter 28, Bristol Bears 22. I think it'll be tight. You'll get some tries. You'll get some fierce rivalry. I think it's going to be a big game. I think it's what everyone thinks is a big game at the moment. First seconds, Patland will know what it's up to. Rob Baxter will know what it means to them. I think it's going to be tight, and it's a bit of a derby too. I wouldn't really say it's like derby, Tigers, Saints, but it's their Chiefs and Bristol's derby. You know about that. I think it'll be very good, and we're going to go on final game of the weekend. Harlequins versus London Irish. Okay. 1 Marler, 2 Baldwin, 3 Lowe, 4 Simmons, 5 Young, 6 Lorday, 7 Evans, 8 Donbrandt, 9 Steele, 10 Smith, 11 Murray, 12 Lamb, 13 Marchand, 14 Lai, 15 Brown, 16 Elias, 7 Ellis, 8 Kerrod, 19 Tizard, 20 White, 21 Lahoe, 22 Tapwell, 24. Good to see Lahoe still there, because it clearly Harlequins want to keep him there at the club. Good to see because they've been interesting for my team, Leicester Tigers. Players like, and then good to see Dombrandt, Evans, Lorde back in the team. Good to see Simmons back. Very, very strong team from Quins. Just go on the final team. Going to look at the side now. Sorry, I need to get this up so you can see it. 1 Errington, 2 Matty, 3 Hoskins, 4 Mahone, 5 Maffey, 6 Captain Robinson, 7 Blair Cowan, 8 Tuizu, 9 Meehan, 10 Jackson, 12 Bradford Clues, 13 Rona, 14 Stokes, 15 Parton, and 11 Ollie Hassacond on the bench. It gone 60 split. 15 Creevy, 16 Creevy, 17 Will Goodrick Clark, 18 Green, making first game, 19 Rob Simmons, 20 Donald, 21 Sean O'Brien, 22 Nick Phibbs, and 23 Bill Meeks. Interest, what I think the score is going to be. It might be a shock to you guys, but I think Irish are going to come away with that win. I do think they will. It's going to be a shock, but I think highly. I'm just getting this. They'll get a losing bonus point, but I do think this might be a shot call. I'm going to go and London Irish are going to go and win it. They're going to go and win at the Stoke, and Irish are going to come 4 points. And I think it'll be tight. I think there could be a late try from Curtis Rona. Every time I've seen Curtis Rona play, he's really impressed me. Direct running lines. I think he's super good, guys. And that is the predictions, guys. And make sure you come and watch my video, live stream, watch along for Exeter versus Bristol. Firecracker. We'll probably see some tries, some fierce rivalry. Let me know what you think. Come on, guys. Come and join us. The link is in the bio. We'll be back tomorrow at 4:20 in England. I don't know what other times that is in the world, but hopefully come and like it. We will see you again for another video then.